What we've done here is we've got some Invicta. This is Nickerson's original Invicta. It's got the film coat on it, which is a phosphite and potash polymer dressing which goes on the seed before we apply the dressing. Basically, it's protecting the husk from the toxicity of the seed dressing, and it just means that when this young seed germinates, the radical comes into contact with the phosphite very early on, and we know from 25 years worth of trial data it doubles the root mass in the first 6 weeks of the plant's life. Now it's not always a defined yield benefit every single year, but it just means that in a tough year or in difficult drilling conditions or germinating conditions, it allows the crop to get established early. Now what we've seen here so far is we have got Invicta down the road, back in the slot, which is just standard Invicta out of a seed trial pack. This is Nickerson's original, and it is chalk and cheese, quite literally chalk and cheese in terms of cleanliness. This is a lot cleaner. The plants are a lot healthier. There's a lot less septoria on the leaves here than we've got down the track. Now, you might be skeptical and say, well, that's not true. You know, any of the people who came here today they've all seen it. The other thing what we've done is we've actually pulled some of the plants out of the ground here, and what has been very interesting to see is that the roots of the plants are actually quite thick. Those roots down there are quite fine, but these are actually quite thick. You can see here the actual thickness of the roots. It's quite a lot of plant, you know, there's a good fungus on the sides here, good root hair development. Yeah, the plant that's a single plant. That's, you know, that's just one plant with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tillers, and it's got a good healthy root system underneath it. And we know that there is take-all in this trial site, even though it was following oilseed rape last year, but it was spring barley the year before that. And we have seen, in certain instances, we've seen some take-all coming into the crops. We haven't seen anything, no issues in this plot. And it really does go to, you know, to what we say about the film coat, because it's a polymer and it's a phosphite-based product, not phosphate. Phosphite is immediately available. The plant doesn't actually have to convert it from phosphate to phosphite to absorb it. The phosphite is readily available as that seedling germinates. There's no conversion, there's no delay, it goes straight in and then is active right away. And basically it gives the plant a 6-week window and it doubles the root mass in that window. We know from trials that we've done here in the past is worth between half a ton and up to 1.5 tons a hectare in yield. So in the most extreme situation we've had, when we've had the two together, we've had a 1.5 ton a hectare yield advantage with the phosphite dressing, and the lowest it's been only half a ton a hectare. But even at half a ton a hectare, it's still cost positive. You're gaining more than what it's costing you to apply the chemical. So it truly does work. We've looked at all different types of these seed enhancements or growth promoting agents, and we've done trials on all the latest chemistry. We're looking to see combinations of the chemistry, but yet this old chemistry, as it were, if it's 25 years ago it was developed, it's still the best product that we've come across. So, you know, it is something to think about, especially nowadays where we've got issues with soils and low organic matter status of soils. You know, these things are becoming more important. But this is standard dressing on our seed. So, you know, every ton of Nickerson Original comes with this. It's well worth having it.